community. And cheers, Robert Z. Bobby Z, 250 subscribers. Wow. Actually, wait a minute. Not wow. Shouldn't there be another 0 on the end of that? 250 subs. 250 subs. Let me stop and think about that. 250 subs. How does a guy that doesn't like to share his vinyl collection with people that come over for a cookout and doesn't buy every album he sees get 250 subs? Deal with the devil? Nah. Not Robert Z. Nope. Magic. Robert does magic. Could be magic. Nah. It's none of that. It's none of that. It still should be 2,500 though. I know why it's 250 subs. Because for me, a guy like Robert Z is all about relationships, right? And I've said this before. Do you follow Robert Z's channel? I mean, if you don't, you should. And you can just type in the search bar up here, Robert Z, or type in like Mo-Fi pressings or excellent condition records, or just truly into his collection in a pretty unique way, and inevitably you'll find Robert's channel. So first of all, Robert, congratulations. Robert, you know I love you. You are amazing. And I've told this story before. Robert and I got off onto, I would say maybe a slow foot, but it ended up being good. It wasn't VC love at first sight. Robert, I love you. It wasn't anything like that. It was actually kind of slow, but I love Robert. And it took me a little while to learn that what Robert's all about. And what Robert's all about is relationships. No question about it. Whether it's with people or even an album that he's bought, it's a commitment. And it's awesome. I mean, I just love it. You know, everybody collects differently. And even Robert and I collect in slightly different ways. You know, Robert may, even if Robert only has 200 albums, he's got more than that, but even if he has only 200 albums, he knows every one of them, inside and out, can tell you where it came from, everything about it. He just knows it intimately. Do you know what I mean? And I definitely have a lot of albums and CDs and tapes like that. Sure, of course, we all do. But to take it just to that level, and that's Robert's, for me, my perception, that's Robert's way to collect. There's just general overall enjoyment, and then there's just the intrigue of detail, and that's Robert, and it took a while to get on page with, because I don't collect that way. I love my albums, I know them all, I listen to them all over time, sure, but Robert just goes on a different level. But I get it, and I've definitely incorporated elements of that, points of inspiration, do you know what I mean, from Robert. And Robert, you know, I'm going to continue to wax about you for a minute. Now, you can skip through this video if you want to get to my answer to his question, which was a great question. Go ahead, I don't care. Just drag the little bar down bottom, wait for it to buffer out, and you'll be there. You know, Robert, man, after watching the video tribute to your son and watching you do magic tricks and things like that, and show your Mo-Fi pressings and your gold CDs, just the element that you've brought to the VC is far more than, like you said in your video, show an album. That's another thing. There's no vinyl in this video. The only vinyl you'll see in this video is what you can see over my shoulders, because there's nothing to be shown here. So, Robert, just the element that you've brought to the VC and the points of inspiration that I've personally absorbed from you as a friend and as a way to collect and a way to look at things, just being open to that different perspective, and that's so key in life. You cannot be narrow-minded or short-sighted. You've got to take points of inspiration from people. It's just amazing. Robert, congratulations on your 250 subs. You know, and I've said this a million times in PMs as we've talked back and forth and gotten to know each other, there is a cold-ass beer waiting for you here in the backcountry of Massachusetts. All you have to do is show up. Robert, there's 6 of them. Robert, there's 12 of them. All right, there's 24 of them, but leave 12 for me, all right? You can have the other 12. And together, we'll just bake in the afternoon sun, and by the time the day is over, we might just be slurring our sentences a little bit, but you know what I mean, and we'll get each other, no worries. Robert, great 250 subs video, great question, Great approach. I've watched some of the responses. I saw Steffi Vaughn's, and if there's any one of the VC that's just going to tell it like it is, it's got like, it's covered with sugar, right? And some people will hand it to you covered with sugar. Steffi Vaughan going to go like this. That's what's under it. It is what it is. Here you go. Love it. Love it. And that, her response was just perfect. And through her eyes, too, in that whatever she's collected. Oh, the question, right? What will you do with your collection once you move on? And Steffi, she could have cared less. I don't care. And that was a good point. I got that. Definitely. Whatever. It's just things that I've collected on my journey here. So, whatever. I don't give a damn what you do with it. Other people might see it a little differently. I definitely take it a little bit differently. I think there's, by no means, over here on this wall, we've seen my cassette shelf, right? We've seen the CD wall over here. You can see the vinyl behind me. And there's more, right? And there's equipment and all that kind of stuff. By no means do I want to burden my family with it. They don't love it like I do. I get that. That's cool. It's here for me to enjoy while I'm here to enjoy it. I would definitely say there's some key things, and I think my family would know what that is, key pieces, whatever, just as a reminder, a memory, that kind of thing. And I think they'll know what those are, and they'll pull them, and oh, he always listened to that, and that made him smile. And it's a trigger object. It makes them think of me. That's great. That's fine. The rest of the stuff, what would I do with it? I would think my family would know what the valuable pieces are too, and some of us certainly collect for investment, absolutely. Take those, short sell them. If I've done enough talking around the house about this collection, they know what those pieces are. Take them, sell them, buy yourself something nice. Enjoy. Yeah, pay for some of the expenses, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Once you're done with that, and the rest of it, invite the vinyl community in. Drop them off at Goodwill. Drop them off at the thrift store. Whatever. But by no means would I want anyone in my family to feel burdened. Must protect it. It meant so much to him. Oh, hell no. No way. Enjoy your life. Do you know what? All of this was found at either a Goodwill or a thrift store or a record store or a Newberry Comics or at an Amazon or at an eBay, or it's stuff that I've been tugging around since I was a teenager or even before with some of it. Whatever. It's just the stuff that I've collected. Collect what you want to collect, you know, after I'm gone and I'm done. Keep a few things that remind you of me. Sell off some of the stuff that might have some value to it and go on vacation. Whatever. This was my deal when I was here. It doesn't have to be yours. Just my quick thoughts on it. Not going to make a super long video. More than sharing my quick thoughts, it's more of a pleasure to just be able to make a video and post it on my channel on YouTube for the world that says, Robert Z, congratulations on your 250 subs. There'll be another 0 on the end of it soon enough, but you know what? I know Robert don't care if there is or there isn't. Doesn't matter to him. If there was 250 rock solid relationships, Robert would be a happy guy, and I dig that about you. Robert, you're the bee's knees, baby. You are the bee's knees. And I love you, brother. That was for you. One of these days, it'll be a tall, cold one, and we'll share it together. Take care, vinyl community. Robert Z, congratulations, brother.